Please welcome to the stage Mr. Nathan Thompson.
Welcome, everyone. I'm going to ask you a really weird question, but have you wondered where Nathan Thompson has been or what he has been up to? Besides having this YouTube channel, he was in MCToon side chat on April 23rd. And lucky for you all, I have all the screenshots of all his comments. Now, I need to preface this with MCToon did a part 1 and part 2 review of Austin Witsit and some guy from nfoVVars debate on the globe Earth versus the flat Earth. Spoiler! Nathan Thompson did not appear in the side chat for part 2 on April 24th. Here are his comments before he really got going with his derp in the side chat.
I just uploaded a video about how planets can move straight about 20 minutes ago. Check my last short upload. It's about how planets could actually move straight. They just appear to move in a circle. Yeah, it's called electromagnetic. We can't see it. Check my last short. Planets move in straight lines. Check my last upload. Planets move in a straight line, buddy. You've lost the plot. Yeah, the planets could just be comprised of different elements. Watch my last live. Planets move in straight lines. I'm just letting you know, planets move in straight lines. You can watch the video. And I've already debated you, so to claim I'm scared is comical. You're just boring. I know you don't care about the truth, but maybe some people do. They'll watch the video.
The video he is referring to is the following.
Now, what if planets don't actually orbit anything? They just appear to because they're moving in a straight line on a rotating magnetic field. Now, when we compare that to the trajectory of the ISS over a flat Earth map, it matches up almost perfectly, which debunks the idea it's in a gravitational orbit because gravitational orbits can only happen around great circle routes. Examples of great circle routes could be the equator or all meridians. Globers can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure they will in the comments. Now here you have the path of the planets over a flat stationary Earth, which is where we live. And now when things start getting really interesting, is NASA just reported they've launched an electrostatic levitation laboratory. It says here ESL, or electrostatic levitation, allows for materials to be studied with minimal gravitational effects and without being in contact with a container or instrumentation. Don't you just love what they're doing with our tax dollars? Can't wait to give them another $60 million tomorrow.
Note how Nathan used the azimuthal equidistant map and claimed it was a flat Earth map, when in reality it is a globe projection map with the North Pole at its center. There are other globe projection maps with Antarctica at their center, but the landmasses on those are really distorted. But no flat earther will use those because it won't support their narrative of an ice wall surrounding a flat Earth. And the bottom video he used to support his claim in his short is titled 12 Balls Rolling in Straight Lines Appear to Go in a Circle by Rob Eaglesfield. Its description reads, 12 steel balls each travel along a straight line in a sine wave motion. This gives the illusion that they are forming a rotating circle. Not real, it's animated in Blender. This video seems to have gone viral. I try to thank everyone who comments, but there's now just too many, so thank you, thank you, thank you. So basically, it's just an optical illusion. There is another video that illustrates the same optical illusion. It's titled Crazy Circle Illusion by BreastPup, and its description reads, I created this animation from scratch using a 3D program called Lightwave. Hey everyone, this is a simple but a goodie. Watch as the balls rotate in a circle, but focus on one ball at a time and notice that it follows a straight line. Also watch at the moment when there are only 4 balls moving. It forms a rotating square between the 4 balls. This is just another example of looking deeper into something so simple and discovering a hidden pattern. And of course, looking for patterns is human nature. However, flat earthers take it a step further and use what they see to justify their truth, which they then turn into what they think is reality. Case in point, the rest of Nathan's comments from MCToon's stream on April 23rd.
You can't do science on the sky, MCToon. You're scientifically illiterate. Also, the sun is black, and the moon's hotter than the sun when observed with an FLIR, and the moon's a semiconductor that works like a Zener diode. Laugh it up, big guy. It's just way over your head. Your religion admits the sun is black body. Wow, I must screen record all that later for Globers Gone Wild Part 7, lol. Globe religion admits the sun is black body. Go research your religion. Moonlight is measurably cold, but the surface measures hot. It's absorbing energy from the earth. Yin and yang, male and female, give and take. It's a closed-loop system. A black body radiator? That's not even a real thing, lol. Clown show. Tell everyone what you know about diatoms in the ocean, please. Then tell me where the 6.8 billion tons of silicon comes from. The hole in the ozone layer is actually the moon. The moon is producing silicon through chemoluminescence, which has a natural chemical affinity to oxygen. That's why moonlight measures cold, but the surface is hot. It's a Zener diode, and silicon is a well-known semiconductor. You can see through the moon. That's what Eric Dollard said sunspots are. I have a theory. Stars are black bodies like the sun, and their light is just plasma from the firmament interacting with the sky. The ISS makes the same path around polar center, debunking gravitational orbit, which can only happen around great circle routes. For example, the equator and all meridians are great circles. What if the planets don't actually orbit anything? They just appear to, because they're moving in a straight line on a rotating magnetic field. So, the ISS doesn't need the Earth to orbit. They are detached from each other. Ha ha ha. Wow, you guys follow this guy? Smack my head. It takes a day and a half to simply put eyes on the moon. Another 2 days for us to see approximately 1/10 of it. Then 3 days later, it's miraculously half lit. That a Zener diode. Because you're triggered. That's why you can't even get my name right. Sun and moon are electromagnetic dipoles in the firmament, which itself works like a semiconductor. Gold would be a conductor, and the clear bottom is the insulator. Could be glass or crystal. We don't claim to measure everything like your globe religion, which is why it's so easily falsifiable. Earth's circumference in nautical miles, 21,600. Moon's diameter is 2,160. Coincidence? I think not. Heart. MCToon doesn't even know who he's talking to. Lol. Try to focus on lying, not reading the chat. You're getting distracted. I have completely hijacked this chat. You guys now belong to me. And MCToon keeps calling me Austin 10 times, so let's not pretend I'm not in his head too, lol. Please stop tagging me. I can't read all those nonsense comments, guys. I'm trying to train all my pet globers. I've gotta focus. Yeah, we live in a Tesla motor. It has 2 rotating magnetic fields.
You know, I haven't realized that some of you probably don't know who Nathan Thompson is or even heard of him before. Here are some clips I put together from videos that are no longer on YouTube due to Nathan losing one of his channels. They explain some of what he is all about.
Please welcome to the stage Mr. Nathan Thompson.
Love is patient and kind, right? So when we're sharing this, have that in your heart, you know, that we need to deliver the truth with love. And then also, sharing is caring. If you don't share, you don't care. And we need to not be selfish with the truth, guys. So a lot of people, you're just taking from the community, and you should be giving more.
Yo guys, let me give you a flyer real quick. Here, I love you. Come take a flyer. Guys, you don't live on a ball, the earth is flat. I got flyers for you right here. You can check out my YouTube, okay? Hey, give them to the teachers. Hey, you can verify everything on my flyer. Large bodies of water do not curve. Hey guys, you're not on a ball in space. The earth is flat. Large bodies of water do not curve.
Real quick, just so you guys know me a little bit better, my story is, I was a young kid, I grew up in Orange County, California, and I was being taught the heliocentric model, and it was because of that, I had a conversation with a God I didn't even really believe in. I had all my Christian friends telling me that he loved me. And I said, well, if you are light years away and you put us on a ball in space, how much do you really love us? Because anyone I love, I don't want to put light years away. I want them to be near and dear and close to me. I want to at least travel and go see them once a year. But this idea that we were lost in space caused me to be an atheist for about 8 years. And then I went to school, couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted to do. I got into personal training, and then I started studying applied neuroscience and biochemistry. And one of the smartest people I'd ever met was the second person to introduce me to flat earth. First one was B.O.B. And I said, what is this guy talking about? These rappers this has to be a joke, right? And everyone is allowed that response, guys. So you gotta let people have that response, that initial knee-jerk reaction, like, oh, this is so dumb, ha ha ha, I'm gonna laugh at you. Cool, we all did that. Yep, let them have that once or twice. But then the smartest man I knew told me that the earth was flat. So it took me about 5 minutes of looking up videos, and I knew there was something here. And then I didn't sleep for about 3 days. And, right, who's been there? The no sleep phase of flat earth, right? Almost everyone raises their hands. Okay, great. So, and then after that I said, I don't want to be the guy pointing people to YouTube videos. I want to go do my own tests. So if my friends say, well, Nate, why do you believe it's flat? Because you cannot talk to a globe earther without them saying the B word within the first 5 or 10 words of the conversation, because it is all religious cult rhetoric. So, oh, do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? It's like, no, let's get away from the beliefs and move towards observable, testable science. That's what we should be discussing, not the B word, okay? So, and with the activism, guys, real quick, I think we spend too much time trying to convince friends and family when we should move on to someone else, someone who wants to hear the information. One of the things I say is, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. And so people tell me all the time, Nate, my Uncle Bob, I'm trying to convince him it's flat for 6 months, but he thinks hurricanes prove Coriolis. And I say, go talk to somebody else besides your Uncle Bob. And here's what I do. I recruit everyone around Bob to Flat Earth, and then they harass Bob, and I don't have to. So that's what I do. And guys, real quick, you don't have to know that God is real to believe or know the earth is flat, but I just want to share a couple scriptures before I get into my presentation because I think it's relevant to everything I'm going to talk about. The Bible says the beginning of knowledge is to fear God, and I think what that translates to is to hate sin, not hate sinners, but hate sin. And Psalm 2 says, why do the nations rage and plot a vain thing? The kings of the earth have taken up arms against the Lord and his anointed, saying, let us break their chains and cast them asunder. So the elite have a plan against God. That's why when I walked into Flat Earth, I was not like, well, why would they lie to me about the shape of the earth? This is so weird. I know that the people who run the world are evil. Right? They're not good people. 9/11, vaccines, GMO, you know. This is all stuff I knew prior to Flat Earth. Secret societies and occultism and all that stuff, you know. It's not easy sometimes being a truther, that's for sure. But there is hope because it says in Psalm 2 right after that, that God sees their plans and he laughs. Right? Yeah. So we need to have that perspective, right? Like there's a plan and God knows it's going to be good and he's laughing at all this nonsense that they're putting out there, guys. So I try to have that same philosophy. And love is patient and kind. It's not jealous, boastful, proud, or rude, does not demand its own way, is not irritated, keeps no record of anything anyone ever does wrong, does not rejoice in iniquity or lies, but rejoices in the truth. And love never gives up, never loses hope, is always faithful, and endures all things. And there's 3 things in there I want to talk about. Love does not demand its own way, it's not irritated, and it keeps no record of anything anyone ever does wrong. And I think if we as truthers adopt that as our philosophy, like whatever your friends say, you're not going to get irritated. Whatever your friends say, you're not going to keep records of. And we don't demand our own way. We don't demand Uncle Bob gets it right now. So I think that would just move our activism and move the movement forward so much if we stop getting irritated, stop trying to convince people, and just plant seeds and move forward.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader, and I told her the earth's flat, and she's like so pissed for being quarantined at school that she's like, it could be. We're being lied to about so much. I'm like, all right, sweet. So I'll see you tomorrow.
You meant teacher, right, Nathan? I think you left the word teacher out of that.
Yeah, first grade teacher.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
it didn't
you.
sound
Just
good. I
making
was
sure.
like,
Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to double check.
Whoa. Hey guys, give me a break here, dude.
Boy, that's not a soundbite they would use. Nathan, it's not like they would use that soundbite or anything, would they?
Yeah, they would,
Sorry.
dude.
Sorry, I'm so tired. I've been busy
Dear
screaming at
Lord.
kids all day.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Continue.
But yeah, she's super hot.
That's
The
always a
teacher,
plus.
right? The teacher, Nathan, right?
Yeah, she has all these crazy stories. She'll tell me how, like, she'll wear a certain outfit, and then they'll tell her, oh, that's too revealing, or the jeans are too tight on your butt. But then, like, all these huge teachers wear the exact same outfits, and no one says anything because they're huge. She's like, this isn't fair and stuff. She's so sick of her job.
So are you going to talk to her about how she indoctrinates children with a magic spell called heliocentrism?
Yeah, I'm getting there. We already talked about how she doesn't teach the kids about curse stuff. She's got to call it fancy writing, and it's not part of the curriculum anymore. It's just like part of activities that she does. So we're getting there, bro. I already told her I'm a flat earther in the group I run stuff. She knows. So.
Come on now. That's a balloon, guys. Real rockets go up like 1,000 miles an hour, dude. Look at that. Are you joking? Are you guys honestly thinking that goes to space? Dude, look how boring that is.
Wow.
Wow. Watch it start to turn off into the horizon because they're parabolic. They don't go straight up. They don't go into space. You're all being lied to and your money's being stolen, and they're telling you to wear a face mask for something that can't protect you from something that doesn't exist. There you go, bro. Off in the ocean. Look, it's tilting. It's tilting.
We're spinning 66,600 miles per hour on the sun in a near perfect vacuum.
It's barely gonna leave the freaking. It's like, wow.
Everyone else in the world, 95% of the world's helium supply is bought by NASA. And you really have to ruin this for.
What do you mean ruin it?
Ruin it.
It's not real. Space isn't real. What do you mean ruin it? We're here to tell you the truth, the good news.
I think flat earthers are some of the most open-minded, humble people you can run into. Humble means willing to learn, and if you're willing to question the reality of where you live, you are a humble person.
Well, now you know. He really is no different from the majority of the flat earthers out there. And though his channel name is BeTheChange, he has not learned nor changed anything. Don't forget to do all the YouTube-y things, and make sure you hit the notification bell and click all to get notified when I upload new content. Thank you for watching. You are all awesome. See you in the next video.